Hi, my name is Heath Spencer, CEO of TraitWare. If you're watching this video, it's possible that someone in your company has evaluated our solution to help reduce your frustration and the business's risks with username and passwords. I wanted to take a minute and share with you why we're passionate about what we're doing with passwordless multi-factor authentication and why we believe you should be excited about it. So multi-factor authentication really has become the table stakes for access controls, meaning, how do we identify you are who you say you are when you need to do or take an action with one of the tools you use to do your job? A real world example of this is if you've ever had the unfortunate experience of being pulled over while driving your car, the police officer never asks for the car key. They always ask first for your driver's license, then a copy of the insurance and the car registration. If you think about it, that's three different forms of authenticating you have the right to possess and operate that vehicle. So, how do we deliver that in the digital world? Well, currently, you most likely access your applications using a username and password. Possibly, you access them using a username and password in some sort of conditional access control, like you have to be on a work device or be at work, like on site in the location. Or maybe you receive a one time passcode that you have to manually enter as the user. The reason that this is all vulnerable and frustrating for the user is if the information, really what is a secret or should be a secret, has to be entered by you as the user, it also means that it could be tricked into being stolen or accidentally shared or copied and misused that way. So, how do we get you access into your tools to do your daily jobs without adding layers of frustration for you as the user? Well, here at TraitWare, we've chosen to tackle this problem using the modern technology of smartphones. The native biometrics that are available on those smartphones give you as the user control and possession of that information at all times. You can delete it or update it or change it. And it's not in possession by the company, it's in possession by you as the user, which means that it never leaves your control. Once we have that, we can use that as one factor of who you are. Then our patented process registers your mobile device as a secure token in a way that doesn't use any personal identifiable information. We just use behavioral traits. The way that you interact with your phone is unique to you, but does not identify you in any way that anyone could determine. It's really just a math equation that's running in the background. That gives you a second factor. Possession of your mobile device is a secure possession of a authentication token. This is part of one of the requirements or the definitions of multi-factor authentication is having something you are, something you possess, or something you know, etc. Well, we want to move to transparent factors, things that you don't have to enter, which means that a bad actor couldn't trick you into sharing them. So we've chosen to use native biometrics like Face ID or fingerprint, behavioral biometrics, the way you act with your phone and possession of that phone. And then we deliver a one-time passcode, but we deliver it in the form of an image that only the TraitWare app can scan and decrypt, meaning your phone's camera can't decrypt it and it can only be read by the authentication app, which means I can use a single one-time use code only with the TraitWare app. Now, the reason this is important to you is you're going to be asked by your company to install a mobile app on your mobile device. And you may wonder, why would I want to stick a work app on my own personal device? Well, really, the answer is convenience. We're going to eliminate the need for you to ever remember or change or modify or lengthen a password ever again. We're going to eliminate the need for you to have to enter a one-time passcode, which you most likely already answer on your phone as it is today. Also, our application does not take up any cellular data usage. It can be used strictly on Wi-Fi if you want. Even if you do leave it on the cell plan, there's no SMS messaging or anything like that, so it's not really using any of your cell plan data at any scale that would be noticeable. And again, can be set to use Wi-Fi only, so no data at all. The app's very lightweight, doesn't take up any storage, and It doesn't capture or put at jeopardy any personal information of you. It really just simplifies the login process by allowing you to authenticate to your apps without ever having to type anything. You just simply pick up your phone, look at it, scan a QR code, kind of like you would at a restaurant today to get the menu, and then you're authenticated into your different apps. And this is why, we chose using a mobile phone because we already all carry it. It's convenient. I don't have to carry around something extra. My company doesn't have to buy extra things, those kinds of things, and other things to manage, right? So me as a user, I don't have to manage anything or worry about it getting damaged or lost or broken. And also, my phone is always with me, meaning I don't leave it behind where it could be a security risk. And if it is left behind, I notice it right away and could ask my HR department to turn off my key or deactivate it if needed, if it was a security risk. Let's say I left it in an Uber traveling from the airport and I was concerned about it. And I could have my token deactivated and it couldn't be used. And even to use it, someone would have to be able to replicate my face or my fingerprint to unlock the mobile app, as the app won't unlock just with the phone's master PIN. It requires the biometrics to do so, or it requires a proprietary photo PIN sequence that's not the same as your number sequence to unlock your mobile device. So that's real quick, just some simple things about using the TraitWare app on your mobile phone. It's very simple to register. You can either, most likely you'll just receive an email from your administrator, your HR department or something. You click a blue button in the email on your mobile device, it automatically takes you through the steps to register the app, get it all set up. And once that's done, you'll get instructions then how to log into your apps that you use at your job. Now, most likely, they're going to pre-register you to the app, make sure that everyone in your company or your department is onboarded to the mobile app. Once that's complete, they will then verify that and then turn on access to all of the apps that you're probably most likely accessing using a username and password today. And again, we're going to fix that problem or that frustration around ever having to type in a password or change it ever again for all of those business applications that could be protected by TraitWare. Now, what happens if you lose your phone or you drop it in the lake and it doesn't work currently? Well, then you would need to get recovered, almost like doing a password reset. You would need to contact your administrator, have them re-provision you. Now, the great news is unlike a lot of the legacy authentication apps that would then require pairing that app with each application that you have to use, with TraitWare, you get re-provisioned to TraitWare, and all of the applications that were associated to your account that you were authorized to would have access immediately restored with the multi-factor authentication native in that restoration, the same way that it's native at account creation. So it's not an extra step. It really moves you to single-step multi-factor authenticated login with factors that are all transparent and to you, which means that they can't be stolen or compromised or tricked into you sharing them with a bad actor. Hope this helps you understand why we're excited about simplifying your login while increasing security for the business and the place that you work at. If you've got any questions, I'm on LinkedIn, Heath Spencer on LinkedIn. Send me a DM. Happy to answer them. Have a great day.